For more information on our top stories and others, please visit our website, is channelstv.com. youtube.com/channelsweb has videos of our shows. And here are some of the stories that you sent in. Let's begin with this one, shall we, from Lafia, the Nasarawa state capital, showing this young man sitting dangerously in the trunk of a car. Our eyewitness wonders why such practice should be allowed, raising concerns that it could continue if not discouraged. Next is this image from River State showing the aftermath of a flooded community. According to our witness, the water that took over the area is not receding due to poor drainage. He's worried by the nuisance the water body is constituting and its health implications on residents. And finally, is this image from Enilolobo community in Iju area of Lagos State. It shows these electricity cables, which our eyewitness laments have not supplied electricity to residents for more than 3 months. He alleges high estimated billing and poor electrical installations by the electricity distribution company in charge of the area. He wants the management of the company to help residents out. We do sincerely thank you for sending in these pictures, as we ask that you keep them coming. A possible industrial action may be looming in the nation's federal universities following the commencement of the staff enrollment into the Integrated Payment and Personnel Information System, IPPIS, as directed by the federal government. All staffs of federal universities are expected to register in the scheme between November the 25th and December the 5th. But the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has opposed the directive, asking its members not to participate in the exercise. Our correspondent, Jeffrey Uzono, reports.
The directive by the federal government for the mandatory enrollment of academic and non-academic staff of federal universities into the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, IPPIS, a government policy to check fraud, has split the university unions for and against the directive, with some calling for a boycott of the exercise ahead of a possible industrial action. The IPPIS, domiciled in the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, is responsible for the payment of salaries and wages directly to government employees' bank accounts. ASUU argues that universities cannot run within the framework of the civil service bureaucracy because it undermines its autonomy. For the Federal University of Technology, Akure Futa, Ondo State, it's a case of a divided house. While the chairman of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, says members of his association have agreed to key into the exercise, his counterpart from ASUU in Futa considers IPPIS illegal.
IPPIS is an infringement on the laws of governing the university autonomy law. And that's why ASUU will never be a part of it.
Even at the 37th regular meeting of ANEC in Anambra recently, in October, we still reiterated it in our press release that SANU has keyed to IPPIS.
In the Federal University Dutse Jigawa State, the chairman of the Academic Staff Union of Universities states that its local branch has resolved to align with ASUU National not to participate in the IPPIS.
The Congress resolved that members adopt and ratify the stand of the mother union of ASUU that we are not joining IPPIS as of now until grey areas have been rectified.
During the protest at the Federal University of Technology, Futo Owerri, the chairman of ASUU in the institution rejects the plan of the federal government to forcefully enroll them into the IPPIS.
With the issue of IPPIS, like what is tenable presently in the ministries and other departments, you will discover that at the end of the day, they will tell you that government has placed embargo on promotion. And people could stay for up to 3, 4, 5, 6 years without being promoted, thereby affecting motivation of staff. And we are saying no to it.
In Ogun State, it's a similar resolution at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, as ASUU have disregarded the federal government's directive over the enrollment into the IPPIS.
ASUU has also come up to say that the program you want to introduce violates the laws establishing federal universities. And so where a government directive is inconsistent with the laws establishing the university, the laws of the country, then that directive becomes null and void.
The days ahead may be quite interesting for both the university unions and the federal government, which directed all staff of federal universities to present their credentials for registration into the scheme between November 25 and December 5, 11 days with all sides pitching their propositions. How things will pan out eventually, only time will tell. Jeffrey Uzongo, Channels Television News.
You're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, reaching you live from Lagos. Let's quickly shift our gaze now to our Abuja studios, where Mark Ogun Yusuf is standing by to take us through. Mark, been a while. Missed you so dearly.
It has been a while indeed, Gimba. It's so good to see you. Welcome to our Abuja studios. That's for our viewers who are watching us from all over the world. Now, the House of Representatives is investigating the increasing incidence of SIM swap fraud in the country. At a public hearing, Committee Chairman Abubakar Fulata faulted financial institutions and telecom operators for what he calls the blame game between them over who should bear responsibility for financial loss arising from SIM swap fraud. And in the southeast of the country, Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra State says his administration is prepared to secure the future of the state beyond infrastructure development. The governor was speaking during the third edition of the Business and Investment Roundtable event in Awka, the state capital. According to him, the event is to position the state for emerging possibilities of the 21st century towards a sustainable economy.
If your hands are not too busy, I want you to give him a round of applause.
It's the third edition of the Anambra State Business and Investment Roundtable themed Beyond Infrastructure, Rethinking the Future.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
The governor's address is on the indices of development, which he says cannot only be measured by infrastructure development, but by intellectual planning and execution.
The indices of measuring development in the near future will no longer be essentially about physical infrastructure, but about the quality of the human capital. The human intellect and the quality of human thought will soon become the differentiator between societies. And the only link between today and the dispensation is quality education created by quality teachers in quality schools.
Doing business in the 21st century requires a high knowledge of digital skills and intelligent manpower. The keynote speaker gives an insight into the exploding new world of artificial intelligence, e-commerce, and the global marketplace.
Anambra people are known for commerce, transportation, industrialization. Things are changing. Are you using artificial intelligence, robotics? At what cost are you producing?
One of the things you're known for is your PPP.
Panelists on the roundtable discuss education, health, ICT, and creative industry in engendering economic growth in the state.
So when we build infrastructure, we have to build smart infrastructure that is compatible with the challenges we face today. No internet, no electricity, no power.
In that world of global disruptive changes, what Governor Obiano has impaneled is to leave a legacy for Anambra that we can have a future trajectory for our people, so that successive governments would then derive their respective work programs from this long-term trajectory.
The Business Roundtable may have helped the southeastern states stay on course as the state hopes to remain the light of the nation.